Well, greetings once again, my friends. It's October. It's fall. Fall here in New England, which is a great place to experience fall. And it's time for the Trek-O-Lantern. The last two that I've done, the first one I did was the Electronic Enterprise, which was pretty fun. I put lights in it. Then I had done the Mirror Mirror, Mr. Spock from the alternate universe. And that one was pretty fun. So my friends, I hope you enjoy this year, 2024, this edition of my special Trek-O-Lantern. Okay, so I think the pumpkin is all nice and clean, ready to go. So I think what the important thing to do is decide, okay, what are we going to put on the pumpkin? My wife has suggested doing a Klingon. So something Klingon, and my favorite Klingons are from the original series, and I love the D-7. So I'm thinking, okay, this one is good. We'll pick a side. We're not going to use this side because of the impurities or the imperfections on this side. So this is the money side. So we're going to use the pumpkin surface. We're going to make the Klingon D-7, and I'd like to make the Klingon logo if there's enough room. So okay, now I know what I want to put on the pumpkin. So I'm thinking, well, the original series, what can I use that's iconic? And of course, the pictures from the series where the ship is coming towards the Enterprise on screen. Of course, that's iconic. And that would look good, but I'm thinking, what's something else iconic that's very near and dear to my heart and my childhood? And that would be the Klingon Alien Battle Cruiser from AMT, as seen on Star Trek, the original series, as seen on NBC. And I always loved the box art. Similar to the Enterprise, I absolutely love the Enterprise as well. And this is the Klingon ship. What's cool about this is I can actually trace the pattern or copy the pattern the best as I can freehand onto the pumpkin, and you can see the outlines. Well, we'll be able to kind of shadow it, if you will. Like this section. This would be the port side, coming down to the folds where the nacelle pylons would go to the nacelles. You can see like this would be dark. So we would be cutting out this section, and we got the Klingon logo, and that would be left intact. Going across the back, you could see how this would all be highlighted, and if it would be highlighted, then we actually would be leaving it. So we would have to trace this out. And this side is all shadowed in. So this side would be taken out as well, and we would have an outline. So I'm almost going to have to do this as a negative onto the pumpkin. So the first thing I think we should do is I'm going to actually start tracing. And eventually I'd like to put the Klingon logo over here somewhere. So I'm going to start freehand. We'll start with the bend of the corner. So it'll come down right about there. We'll come down to this angle. And then this will come out. And that's where the nacelle will start. There. All right. So let's take a look at the pattern now. So that's the pattern. And I wanted to use the AMT kit from 1968 as a guide. This iconic painting, a graphic that's on the cover of the box. This was the one that came with the electronics. So be kind, because I free-handed it onto the pumpkin. So we've got Commander Corps' D-7 ready to go and carve out. And let me show you guys what we're gonna use to put it into the pumpkin. I just had it. Here it is. We're gonna use the old carving kit. And I had gotten this off eBay. Not eBay, excuse me. I got this off Amazon. These are relatively inexpensive. This was only $15 in one of those flash sales. But the reason that I want it is because you can see some of the carving tools. And this will make it easier to kind of go along. And remember, we're not going to cut out the whole thing through the pumpkin. We're only going to take off like parts of the peel, and we're going to remove all the areas that are shaded in black, and we're going to kind of make it look like it's in the pumpkin. So actually this came with a few stencils. You know what? This will be a video unto itself. I can do a video on this at some point. But anyway, let's go, and we're gonna start carving our pumpkin for our Trek-O-Lantern Klingon edition. So this is what the plan is. We're gonna have everything. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna clean off all the magic markers. So all that's gonna be left are the shapes. And it's gonna be the ship flying through space, but there's gonna be a light source that's only gonna highlight parts of the ship, and the rest are gonna be dark. That's the plan, anyway. Happy Halloween, everybody.